What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a little bit of a look at some new Digimon cards. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The full reveal, so to speak, has gone and happened. We can take a look at a whole bunch of new Digimon cards. I, for one, am absolutely delighted, and we might as well start off having a little bit of a look at all of those red cards that we've not had a chance to have a talk about yet. So let's go in order and let's start with the level 3 Gaussmann. Now, if we start off having a little bit of a look at the basics here, we've got a free cost to play normally, 0 cost to Digivolve, 2000 power, which is standard for a level 3 which has got some kind of skill, so we're expecting to see some kind of skill here. Our translations come from the lovely folks over at Ensan Gaming. Not the first time we said that, and I'm willing to go ahead and bet not the last time we're going to say that in the future. And what we've got here is one skill on your turn. Your other Gaussmann all get an extra 3000 power. On your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot reduce Digivolution costs. Yes. Absolutely yes. Now, the your turn skill, this and other Gaussmann get an extra 3000 power? No. Like, don't get me wrong, if you're playing it in a Rookie Rush deck, I'm kind of alright with this. Because essentially what's going to happen is you're going to be playing a whole bunch of super weak Digimon, but 5000 power will at least be higher. Not great, you understand, but at least higher. The thing is, 5000 power, it's still garbage. Like, 5000 power is still hilariously, terribly garbage low. You're not going to attack the stack with 5000 power and go, I think I'm going to survive this. No, you don't think you're going to survive it. You're not going to survive it. But that's okay. Because I'm talking here, assuming you've got 2 Gaussmann on the field, and each of them would give each other an extra 3000 power. It is all of your other, not all of your Gaussmann, so the skill doesn't affect itself, only your others. But if you've got 4 Gaussmann, which is the max that you can have as it stands at the moment, then all of a sudden, you've got 4 Gaussmann, each of which has 3 Gaussmann giving an extra 3000 power, which means they're all 11,000 power, which is the average power of a level 6. And now we're rolling. Now, the thing is, it's only on your turn. So on your opponent's turn, you're still 2000 power Digimon that are very easy to KO. As soon as some of your Gaussmann start going down, you become a lot less impressive. But if you can get all 4 out and keep them out, then you've got 4 11,000 power level 3s, and you can start wreaking havoc. You can delete a level 6, and fine, you'll probably go down with them, but you've swapped the level 3 for a level 6. That sounds fine by me. You can attack the stack knowing that you're going to survive unless you hit a level 6 or 7. This is awesome. But on your opponent's turn, you've still got 2000 power, and when a couple of these go down, they really don't turn very good at that point. But your opponent's turn skill, oh my goodness, this one I like. Your opponent cannot reduce Digivolution costs. Absolutely brilliant. We've seen a million different Digimon already, and bearing in mind, right, this is just the beginning of the game. We're fairly early on. We're going to see plenty more Digimon over the next couple of years that work to reduce cost, and there are so many of them. I mean, Digisorption. Digisorption is literally a skill which reduces the evolution cost of Digimon. So, doesn't it sound an awful lot like this is the kind of thing that it would stop? Yes. Yes, it does. But there's a million other things we saw, for instance, Nokia Shiramine in this particular set, which is a lovely new Tamer card, which will reduce the cost of Digivolving into your Omnimon, which is, seems like the kind of thing that people are going to want to maybe use in Omnimon decks, but that goes away. And these are just examples, right? I'm not going to sit here and give you an exhaustive list. We don't have time for that. There's too many new cards to talk about. But the point is, any Digimon which is going to be coming around seeking to reduce evolution costs, this will absolutely stop them doing so. It's clearly anti-green, which is a little bit mean in the same week that we went and restricted some green cards. But make no mistake about it, this can be a level 3 that just sits out there on your field ruining your opponent's day, and that is honestly kind of hilarious. I mean, this is a 4 WotC card. The only reason I'm not giving it 5 WotCs is because it's a level 3 that's really easily taken out, but make no mistake about it, this is a really nice card that a bunch of people are probably going to play. But we do have a level 4 red that we need to have a little bit of a look at here as well. It's Maramon, and we've seen Maramon before, but we've not seen Red Maramon. Is Red Maramon any good? Maybe. If we look at the stats here, we've got a 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 5,000 power, which honestly for a level 4 is about right. That's pretty much standard in terms of what we're expecting from a level 4. So yeah, it's all right. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's fine. But we do have a skill here as well, and what we've got is, when you Digivolve, one of your other Digimon gets plus 3,000 power for the turn. This is cool. Now, what I like about this is it's one of your other Digimon. So you can use this to go and boost up one of your level 5s into level 6 territory. Or boost up one of your level 6s to take out other level 6s, maybe level 7s, etc. This is really kind of cool. It is an evolution skill, but you're only a 2-costed Digivolve, and we've got 1-costed Digivolve level 5s in all the colours nowadays. So there is an argument that you would potentially want to play one of these cheaper ones instead. Something along the lines of Dark Tyrannomon, for instance, would be a nice option as a 1-cost Digivolution. So yeah, fine. But outside of that, this is good. It's not an inheritable skill, it's a one-shot deal. You use it now and then you Digivolve and you've got no inheritable skill or any of that. But giving a 3,000 one-off boost to one of your Digimon, this seems really, really good. I'm giving it between 3 and 4 WotCs. We don't give half WotCs. That would be barbaric. I don't think it's some kind of stunning, amazing, game-breaking card. I think there are plenty of other good level 4s you can play in red as well. But I think there are absolutely some decks that can take really good advantage of this because they're going to be able to boost themselves up to the point where they're going to survive a security attack. Or they're going to be able to take out one of your opponent's other key Digimon, and you know what? This seems pretty gosh darn good to me, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty gosh darn good to me. And then we've got a level 6 red Digimon that is yet to be revealed, and I do like it when they save level 6s for the full reveal. That makes me happy. We've got phenomenal artwork, and we've got Dorbikmon. And somebody must have been able to think of a better name for a Digimon than Dorbikmon. What does that even mean? The answer is, like, I have no idea. But apparently it's a real Digimon, and it's a level 6 red, so we can have a little bit of a gander. It fits nicely into this video. And what we've got here, in terms of stats, is 12 cost to play normally, which is slightly higher than we would see on an average level 6. 3 cost to Digivolve, which is standard, 11,000 power. So you're slightly more expensive than we would usually expect here. Let's hope the skill makes it a little bit worth it. Well, again, our translation for the lovely folks at Ensan Gaming, we like them. And apparently what it does is when attacking, you may trash one red Digimon card in your hand and add its power to this Digimon for the turn. Oh, that's strong. That's really, really strong. To put this simply, this Digimon can take out anything. Absolutely anything. There is no Digimon around that can actually outpower this. Now, if we look at Red Digimon, and yes, obviously we need to go and have a look at all of the Red Digimon here. And we have a little bit of a look. We put them all side by side. DigimonCard.dev, incidentally, the best site for doing research on this. We see that we do actually have a 13,000 power Red Digimon in Ancient Greymon. But we also have a 14,000 power Red Digimon in Ragnar Lordmon. So I can make this into a 25,000 power Digimon. And I talk a lot about attacking the stack and whether you should expect to survive when you attack the stack and all of that. Let me make this extremely clear, right? If you attack the stack with this Digimon, you are going to survive. And honestly here, right? I joke about this, but the fact of the matter is, you don't need this. Like, I talk about, hey, you can go ahead and use a 14,000 power Digimon to turn yourself into a 25,000 power Digimon, and you can, incidentally. Nothing I said about this is untrue. This is absolutely an option which is on the table. What I mean is that you're never going to need to. This is going to be completely and utterly superfluous. Like, if we're looking at the biggest, baddest Digimon around, as in natural power, we're talking about things like Omnimon with 15,000 power. You don't, as it stands at the moment, this might change in the future, get higher than 15,000 power. So if you want to outpower them, not draw, but beat them, you need to go up to a whopping 16,000 power, which means you need to add 5,000 power, which means you need to scrap or trash a 5,000 power Digimon from your hand. So yes, you are open here to redonkulous combos, but you don't need the redonk here. The redonk is irrelevant. All you need is just like a 5,000 power Digimon, and you can take out any of your opponent's resting Digimon. You can essentially give yourself jamming, because although you technically don't have jamming, you have high enough DP that there's nothing that's going to come out and delete you. That's what's so gosh darned good about this. Now, of course, you'll be resting, and on your opponent's turn, you'll have 11,000 power, and they can take you out. But what we have here, very simply, is a new level 6 that will survive an attack into the stack, that will be able to take out any of your opponent's resting Digimon. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a 4 WOSI card. I don't think it's a 5 WOSI card. I don't think it's ridiculous in terms of everyone's going to be playing this deck. It's going to be the new best deck in the format. You need to give yourself extra security attack, etc. to do so. Having said that, Red does have plenty of ways to give yourself extra security attack, so maybe I'm undervaluing this just a little bit. Either way, I think this is something we need to get a little bit excited about. This is a good level 6. But I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching WOSI Plays.